Good morning, Thriving Warriors. Today is Monday, July 10th, 2023. Here we are in Pahrump. Beautiful day. Temperature currently out here is 69. And the high today is going to be 102. So 33-degree temperature swing. Not bad. Once again, over 30-degree temperature swing, almost 40% increase in temperature, but that's a different story. We are here to help you get from where you are to someplace better, from point A to point B, from Someday Isle to Successlandia. You get the idea. Our program is a 4-part transformational program that deals with physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual for those who want it. I wish it was more people who wanted it, but maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow will be the day. That's okay. Just keep doing the best you can. How do we help you get from point A to point B? Well, we do it through this podcast a little bit, but it's mainly through the stuff down below, through the description down below. There are, let's see, what's the count now? 20 little morsels you can scoop up out of the proverbial sea. The proverbial sea, scoop them up, ingest, digest, process, take them with you, don't leave home without them. Little things that you can do to make your life better here. But this is not a spiritual thing because we know that as believers, we are already saved. So this is how to be more successful while you are alive, which will also help you earn more crowns when you're not alive and you're with God. As believers, we already know we're saved. So how do we become successful? What does success mean? Well, here success is very simple. Money times meaning and purpose. So most people think when we lead with money, that means we're focused on money. No, we're not focused on money. Because money times 0, if you have no meaning or purpose in your life, you're just somebody with a lot of money who other people would probably enjoy urinating on their grave. So it's not about money, it's money times meaning and purpose. And the key impact is the multiplier effect of your meaning and purpose. So if you have a lot of meaning and purpose, money times a lot of meaning and purpose is going to be good. On the other hand, if you have meaning and purpose and no money, then you can't really accomplish much. Let's just be real. A hermit in a cave who does nothing but pray to God and worship God doesn't really have an impact on other people. Okay, we're not talking about a hermit with internet access and broadcasting to millions and billions of people who's writing things down. We're just talking about a guy who's in a cave doing nothing to help other people. He's just praying all day long. So here in this program, that person is of less value than somebody with money who's doing things to help other people. Okay, so money times meaning and purpose, not meaning and purpose times money. You have to have money first because then you can effectuate change. If you have meaning and purpose and no money, can't really do much. Just in the practical, realistic world that we live in, not in the spiritual world, not after we are no longer here. Okay, so we have 20 things down below, 20 little morsels to help us in our day-to-day existence of getting from Someday Isle to Successlandia. Let's start with number 2. Number 1 is scheduling a 10-minute call with me. There's a link for a Calendly calendar call. But number 2 is advice from an 80-year-old whistle. That wasn't very good. Okay, whistle. Okay, good. Now, moving right along, coffee. We start our day with a little bit of coffee. I like a French press. When I leave here, I usually go on a walk with Charlene, and I have my thermos with other coffee. So this is just for here. I have my pen. I have my book to write things down, because if you don't write them down, they don't really if you don't write it down. Okay, so doing the podcast, people don't quite get. Just give me 10 minutes to get this thing done. I know what's on your brain is the most important thing in the world right now, but please just give me 10 minutes to get this podcast done. Then you can unleash on me all of the important problems of the world, because this is going to be on the internet for a long, long time. Anyway, people, next is our attitude of gratitude. So write in your book, I'm so happy and grateful now that ... And then ask yourself a question. What am I so happy and grateful for now? And then watch the things pop into your brain. Be a little bit selective. You don't always have to say, "Good, I'm alive, I have family, I love my family, my toes work." We don't need to get to that level. This is what the key word is, I'm so happy and grateful for. It doesn't mean I'm only happy and grateful. These are the things I'm so happy and grateful for right now. Okay. Okay, so for me, we have the chickens. The chickens have arrived. And if you look at them, they're quite curious creatures. Very flock-like. They go from here, they go from there. They stick together. They look like raptors. They look like something out of Jurassic Park. But I think Jurassic Park modeled the things after chickens. Anyway, so that was kind of cool. Next, 3 simple goals for today. 3 simple goals for today. So this is kind of a new thing. Just write down 3 things you want to accomplish today. All right. Good. Next, our online course. So this is the non-online course. This is the 4-week prison version that we created for people in prison, where they could spend 4 hours a day reading transcripts of TED Talks. So there's that. That's our online, our course, the neuroscience-oriented approach to success. Well, I don't have handy the foundational theology book, but we have that too. Let's see. Success class, motivational video, really good one today. Very good one. Direction. So your direction is what determines what you accomplish. I say direction times time. But wherever you're focused is where you go. We go in the direction we're facing. So if you're facing nowhere, you're going to go nowhere. If you're facing success, you're going to get there. But there are obstacles. There are things you have to do, things you have to learn. Anyway, so that's that. All right, next, this is day 1 of week 4 of our, once again, our course. This is day 1, week 4. And on our metaphor of building a ship, this is, we started with intro and introduction. What are we doing? What's this concept of someday island, success landia? How do I get there? The ocean, just painting the picture of what we're trying to do, our 4-part transformational program. Week 2 is building the boat. Week 3 is getting a crew on the boat because the distance is too far to go on our own. And week 4 is basically don't crash. Stay the course. Keep going. You might have to make some changes. The road to Damascus. I don't know how we're going to get there, but we're going to get there. and having that attitude. So that means you got to keep everybody on the boat doing their job, moving forward, doing the best they can, etc. So, and we do that. Our speaker is Nancy Kane from Harvard, who's been a big supporter of our program since, 2015, 2016, sent us a couple hundred of her book. I should have one in here. I'll bring one in here. Crisis leadership. So keeping people on the boat, there's a spectrum, crisis to pure. Today we're doing crisis leadership. Tomorrow is pure leadership. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're going to be on practical leadership. So this is crisis leadership. And she'll focus on Abraham Lincoln and Ernest Shackleton, two people that were in extreme crisis situations and they kept going. And she focuses on lessons that she has learned, that she learned from that as a Harvard Business School professor, Stanford, I think undergraduate and graduate school, etc. So that's what we've got there. Now, moving right along, Seth Godin, discernment in creativity. How are we doing for time? 11:19, not good. All right. The hard part isn't good ideas. It never has been. The hard part is choosing. Ask GPT for 10 subtitles for your book or 16 ways to hold a surprise party, and you'll be delighted at how useful they are. Ask Dream Studio or Kittle for some logo design. Same thing. There is creativity in discernment. AI and templates have made it easier than ever to find pretty good ideas. It doesn't matter so much. The hard parts have always been the guts to choose and the will to put into effort, in the effort to bring your choice to the people who need it. I don't have any good ideas is a cop-out. Right, because you can get a lot of good ideas. It's discernment. All right, fable. This is a good one. Aesop's fable. The Bat and the Weasels. A bat blundered into the nest of a weasel who ran up to catch and eat him. The bat begged for his life, but the weasel would not listen. "You are a mouse," he said, "and I am sworn enemy of mice. Every mouse I catch, I'm going to eat." "But I'm not a mouse," cried the bat. "Look at my wings. Can mice fly? Why, I'm only a bird. Please let me go." The weasel had to admit that the bat was not a mouse, so he let him go. But a few days later, the foolish bat went blindly into the nest of another weasel. The weasel happened to be the bitter enemy of birds, and he soon had the bat under his claws ready to eat him. "You're a bird," he said, "and I'm going to eat you." "What?" cried the bat. "I, a bird? Why, all birds have feathers. I'm nothing but a mouse. Down with cats is my motto." And so the bat escaped with his life a second time. Aesop's moral: set your sails with the wind. I say to you, okay, so different time, different place. So there, the message in times of scarcity is be creative, be clever, figure out a way to overcome obstacles. I say it's never good to start a relationship out on a lie. Would have been better to explain that it was neither mouse nor bird, that it was a unique creature that could help weasels live better lives. And it probably could. Boom, that's it for that. Prayer of the day. Grant, gentle Father, that your Spirit may give us the will and the courage to act, to make a difference, in order to make real your kingdom among us, so that we may all live together in peace, truth, justice, and love, sharing the resources of the earth. Amen. All righty then, where are we at? Good morning, Todd. Going to check on the chickens. Right, I saw them this morning. All appeared to be there. No coyotes, no vultures. Okay, and good morning, Charlene. Okay, we're at 1447. Two last things. Navy SEAL Maxim. Act such that that yesterday was the only easy day. Push yourself just a little bit more, have a little bit more meaning. Act such that everything you do matters, and purpose, service to others. Do that just a little bit more. Get a little bit more comfortable being uncomfortable. Maybe be a little bit more samurai, karate chop chop. Meaning do things as perfectly as you can given the time and resources that you have. And lastly, if you're still here, God is not through with you yet. There's still more to do. So shalom, peace out, German style, peace out, and have a good day. Right, Shiva Sin Shalom.